Hi everybody, welcome to North Star Knife Reviews. Today we are going to take a look at a very unique knife, the Queen number 22 Barlow. This has a very different construction than what you see on a lot of traditional knives. But before we take a look at that, I want to just briefly mention Queen history. They were a long storied knife company, began in 1918. When some supervisors from the Shatton Morgan Company were fired. They went down the street, started Queen Cutlery, and produced knives for about 100 years. They only went out of business back in 2018. Now, I don't normally collect Barlows. I appreciate them, but they're really not my favorite pattern. But when I came across this knife, I was so intrigued by the construction that I just had to pick it up. And we will get to what makes it unique in just a second. This is a two-blade Barlow with saw-cut Delrin covers. You can see the covers right here. It has a main clipped point blade. You can see the blade etch. It says Queen Steel number 22. The only other identifying mark on the blades is this tang stamp, which has the patent number. Right? There is no Queen identification on the tang stamp. Nothing on the back. And that dates this knife to between 1961 and 1971. The main blade is just slightly over 2.5 inches in length. The secondary blade on this knife is a spear point blade, and it is right about 2 inches long. Now you look, you can see there's no mark, no blade etch, no tang stamp at all on the secondary blade. Now, what makes this knife unique is the construction of the frame and bolsters and the spring retention system. The frame and bolsters on this knife are manufactured out of one solid piece of aluminum. You open the blades, and you can see this is one solid piece of aluminum for both the frame and the bolsters, all one piece of metal. It's not steel, not nickel silver, it's made of aluminum, which makes it a fairly lightweight knife. And it also gives the talk a very unique sound, at least in my opinion. You can hear, this does have half stops as well. Okay, you hear that? Not quite the sound that you hear on your typical traditional knife. Now you'll also notice there's no pin for the backspring. Okay, it is a pinless construction. Now, instead of having pins, you can see the back has tabs. The springs have tabs at the front and back ends, and the back of the frame has a hole at the back and at the front. Okay. The springs are inserted through this rear slot, and the blades are then put in place, and they're leveraged against the back spring. You can find diagrams online of how this works. Let's see the inside of the knife. And if you look at the patent discusses the fact that this can quickly easily and economically be manufactured because it has fewer parts. Okay? Now, I think this is a very, very interesting design, a really, really nice piece of knife history, and that is why I decided I really wanted to pick it up. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Please subscribe if you found this at all interesting, and I will catch you next time.